Mazzy.
Welcome back to the channel, guys.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Walker Farm Fam. Thanks for stopping by to spend a little time with us today. And it's still winter, but guess what? Spring will be here before you know it, and that means a new T-ball season for Ransom. Are you excited? He just got signed up. He decided not to play soccer. Why did you decide to pick T-ball over soccer?
Because I want to learn how to play T-ball.
Because you want to play some baseball, some T-ball. He had the choice to choose between soccer and T-ball, and he picked T-ball. So he hasn't played a lot of T-ball, have you?
No.
Have you ever caught a ball with a glove? Just a little bit?
Yeah.
Hasn't a whole lot. So Cassie came up and found this. I don't know if it was on YouTube video or something a while back when Ranger started T-ball when he was about 3 or 4 years old. And she came up with this idea somehow to cut a bottom off a milk jug and use a tennis ball to get started with training. So Ransom is getting started today on spring training. You ready? All right, let's practice this just one time. We'll show him how it's going to work. You going to hold it up?
Yeah.
All right, now which hand do you throw with? You going to throw with your left hand or your right hand? So we just still don't know whether Ransom's going to be left-handed or right-handed. He kind of does both right now. All right, you're going to throw with this hand. All right, so means you got to catch with this one. You ready? I'm going to throw the ball up, and you got to put it under it and catch it. Ready? There you go. So this works out pretty well because this little ball, Ransom is not scared of it, are you? Does it hurt? Put the thing down for a second. Ready? We're gonna toughen up Ransom real quick. Oh, look at that. He can take it. So he's not scared of that ball at all. It's not going to hurt him. And he's going to move that jug around, find it where it's at. It helps him find the ball. Cassie probably has better terms because, you know, she's a coach. But we're going to head out for a minute, practice a little bit. And Mazzy got something in the mail today. I kind of tricked her coming into it. But I want to show you that just as soon as we get done here because Mazzy always has the best reactions. Doesn't she, Ransom? So let's practice a little ball and then take a look at Mazzy. And then we have to get out to the shipping container and do a little more work. But who knows what's going to happen between this and that. So let's go. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh! Oops. He took one off the head. Not. Here. No, maybe you shouldn't get your helmet on. Daddy's got to do a better job. I'll throw it underhanded, okay? Okay, throw it to me. All right, ready? All right, I'm going to toss it to you. Come a little closer. We'll start out closer and we'll get further back. That's exactly what we didn't want. Good job. Now throw it to me. Okay, ready?
That was easy.
Okay. Ah! All right, now back up 2 steps.
Woo!
Oh, easy. All right, find your target. Daddy's your target, okay?
Okay.
And throw it to Daddy. Ready? Good job. Ready?
Yeah.
Good one. Perfect throw. Perfect. Good one. All right, remember? Can you throw it at Daddy? Good job. You moved up. All right. Ready? All right, want me to throw you a pop fly really high?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Get under it. Oh, you got it on the bounce. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Get under it. Ah! So Ransom did great practicing. I'm sure Cassie probably has the better terminology and stuff, since that's Coach Walker to most of the kids out there. That gives us something to do, something for him to get started with, to learn his hand-eye coordination. He's not scared of the tennis ball. You can see that very first one I threw out went whoop, popped him right on the head, and it didn't hurt him at all. He just said, I might need to get a helmet. Did Daddy give you a headache?
No.
No headache? You're all better?
Yeah.
Good job. All right. Well, Ransom, I don't know. He might be right-handed, but he can kind of throw left or right-handed. But he was catching good with his left and throwing good with his right. So I'll let Cassie work with him more and figure out what do you think is best. You like throwing right-handed best? You throw it further, don't you?
I like to do it this-handed so I can throw it far.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to head out and get started on the shipping container in just a little bit after we get something to eat. So I'll bring you guys along, see if we can get a little work done. Somebody left a mess in front of the fireplace, and I want to figure out, I'm trying to be an inspector and try to figure out who did this. So Mazzy, I'll let you walk in first and tell me whether it was you or whether it was Ranger or Ransom. Okay? Mazzy, why are you crying, sissy?
Daddy!
It came in the mail today. Are you excited? Huh? Woo! Mazzy, show us that. All right.
Over there I saw the American Girl sign, and then I just ran over here.
Let me see. Wow. So Mazzy got her tinny doll, and as you can tell, she's a little bit excited.
A little bit? You call this a little bit?
Oh, that's pretty special. You worked awfully hard for that.
Finally got my own American Girl doll.
So you guys remember Mazzy working all those days to save up the money, and guess what? It finally arrived, her American Girl tinny doll. This is actually the one that she worked hard for.
I have a question.
And we ordered, and a subscriber helped pay for it. What, Mazzy?
I'm just wondering if American Girl dolls come in these packages, do they always look to the side like this?
Do they always look to the side like that, Mazzy's wondering? Oh, this is Mazzy's tinny doll picture.
It didn't come with the guitar thing?
But it did come with a book. So it has a special...
Wait, it did?
Yeah, it has a special book in there. So she's going to get this opened up
See the book?
and check it out.
See the book.
Yeah. With emotion, but now we've got her all opened up. Mazzy, you want to introduce her?
And this is Tenny Grant.
Tenny Grant.
Her last name is Grant, and it says on the box.
So Tenny feels just like a real little person. She's got her own jewelry that she came with.
Her very own bracelet.
And she came with a book.
But let me go get it. She also is a singer, and it says in the book.
So Mazzy, you've got a lot of reading to do, it looks like. You're going to read all that book in a couple days?
I already did at school, but I really want to read this one.
Oh.
This fresh new book.
All right. Well, you guys saw it here first. Mazzy, did your hard work pay off?
Yeah.
So what did you learn about working?
Hard work always makes it better.
Hard work made it possible so you could buy Tenny? All right. And also big thanks to that
fuzzy boots.
special subscriber. You want to say thank you one last time that sent you that money?
Thank you.
All right. So thank you guys for watching Mazzy and her Tenny adventure.
And Tenny, do you want to end the video? Yeah. Peace out.
So now that freezer camp out in the shipping container is getting closer to being done, I've started to get some supplies. You guys saw the meat hooks I got the other day. Well, I also picked up some shelving. So this is a 10,000 pound heavy duty 4-shelf storage rack. I plan on putting one of those in the shipping container, hopefully by the end of this video, we'll get it put up and also give it a full test of how much weight it can hold. What can Walker Farm put on this for a good test? Also, we have some bus bins, or I know you've probably seen those at restaurants. People use them to bus tables. Well, we got them to put the meat in after you start preparing it and start slicing it up. So we'll have it in there. Well, hey Sue, nice to see you. And that will serve as another place to store meat. So I made it out to the shipping container, and I don't know about you guys, but for us, January is flying by, and we know February is a short month, and March will be here before you know it. That is the Okie Homesteading Expo, and we have to get ready. This cold room has to be ready, and we're getting really close, but I got to do a little work on it today. Even though it's cold, got to do some work so we can get that much closer. Well, before I do that though, some of you guys, somebody a while back, and I knew it, but they told me, hey, you need one of those heavy duty extension cords for your stock tank heater. And yes, I did need one, but I didn't have one. I just had regular old extension cords. So I'm going to swap it out real quick with this heavy duty one, hoping it's long enough. This one is 25 feet. So, all right, so I am using the little, let's see what this one's called. I've heard it called the ThermoCube before, the Easy Heat thermostatic controller. I'm using that, so I want to plug this new extension cord into it and head outside. Let's see if this extension cord will work. Just to give you guys an idea, the difference here in these two cords. Let's see. So this one is the one I'm currently using. This is the heavy duty outdoor indoor cord. You can see a pretty big difference right there in the gauge. Stretching it out here. Here's the cord. Oh, looks like it's just long enough. It's gonna work. So water is vitally important to the cows, especially in the cold weather. And right now the sun is out at least, so you can see the Highland girls are out there just basking in the sun, enjoying it. And of course it wouldn't be a video if Sue didn't come up to get some attention. Oh, how's Susie? All right, I haven't seen you with any mice lately, Sue. And of course JoJo's out here soaking up the sun too. Hey JoJo, you doing all right, buddy? You get a scratch on the neck? A little scratch on the neck? Good JoJo. Good JoJo. So the first thing we have to do, which seems like a constant, is clean this thing up. We've been cutting off styrofoam. That spray foam, once I sprayed it in, a little bit sticks out. So I'm going to get all this trash picked up, and we'll be ready to tear this paper up and show you guys the floor. You haven't seen it in a while. It's been under this cover. So hopefully it looks just as good as new. And then we'll be ready to put up some wall material. Oh man, this really is a mess. Got some of the trash picked up, but with a little bit of magic from YouTube, a snap of the fingers, look at that. I think that's clean enough to eat off of. So we have vinyl, some people call it vinyl floor covering, but when I grew up we called that linoleum. It's a lot thicker though than just regular linoleum. I went with the thicker material because I thought it would hold up better in the long run. But I think that will provide for some very, very easy cleanup. One thing I've read and researched is sawdust is one of the best things to throw down here on the ground for whenever you hang an animal up, and that will catch a lot of the moisture. But a cold room for hanging things, hanging meat, is just the beginning of this room. It has so many other purposes. You take the styrofoam Cassie and I were talking about, it may be good for a little studio for recording, catching up with the walkers when we're just sitting in here, catching up with you guys. It's also going to work great for a storage room for vegetables whenever we have a large amount of vegetables coming out of the garden. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll have a market garden. We'll want to store vegetables in here for a few days before we take it to a farmer's market or something on a Saturday. It's got endless possibilities, but it's not done yet. I need to get some wall covering. This foam that I bought, it's 4-inch foam, but it's just got a paper backing. It doesn't have an aluminum backing. So I bought some material out here. It's kind of like a shower board and this is where we're going to put it. So let's get that knocked out. So we'll be that much closer to putting up our shelf. So one of the tricky things to this build has been, what can I hold this to this foam wall to? Because there's nothing solid until you go about 4 inches behind the foam. So I'm going to be using these 6-inch timber locks. I want to try it out. Hopefully this will work, but I don't really have any other option because I don't know what else I can hold onto without going all the way through the foam. I have 2x4s there. I'm going to try to go about a foot off the bottom, or maybe about a foot. I hit the stud, sucked it up nice and tight, so that is going to have to work. I didn't know what else would work, but I think that'll do it. So it took just a little bit, but it's all done. So I'm excited to have that finished up. Next couple things, always something else to do. We got to cut that piece of styrofoam that goes in the door there, and then also the shelf, and we'll need some racks. So right where I'm standing at, we'll probably have a couple different racks coming through here to hang meat upon. So it's time to do some chores. So we have church tonight, and I cannot stress the importance, if you're a family, a young family, of having your kids in a good church where they're learning about God, learning about God's Word, and just having that community around them of positive influences in their life. We're really thankful for our church. If you haven't checked them out, head over to Facebook. We live stream our church service every Sunday. We love to have some of you guys there. Some of you already are coming there, and we appreciate you, but we'd love to have more of you join us. So if you don't have a good church, feel free to join us. And if you have a young family and you're not in church right now, do it. It's one of the best things you can do for your family. So I'm going to go check on the goats. I'll bring you along for that. Then I got to hurry up and do all the rest of the chores. But let's go check out that goat, see if she's any closer to having her kids. We can't wait. You guys have said you can't wait either. So let's go check it out. Hey goats. Hey girls. Don't poop in your feeder, girls, please. Please don't poop in your feed. So just as I promised, here is the update on this big mama goat. Let me get her right on top of her to see how big she is. You guys can see how wide she is. And now, right over there, Shadow, she's pretty big too, but she just doesn't carry that weight like that other nanny. So I'm hoping soon, Xena, are you being a good girl? Xena's still being a good dog. Happy to update everybody that she's not causing any problems out here on the farm at this point in time. So keep it up, Xena. I appreciate you. So maybe this whole goat thing is my fault. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing, and I didn't know when or what to look for when she's really going to have her kids. But I'm still going to be checking her every day no matter what and taking care of them. And at least now I am ready because we have that shelter over there, right over there in the background. And if we need that shelter, then we have it. I feel like we're as ready as we can be for them. And I'm really excited to see baby Kiko kids here on Walker Farm for the very first time. So I'm going to get these ducks watered, and we're going to head off to church, and we'll catch up with you guys a little bit later. So I just got back home from church, and the house that was on fire before in the daytime is now on fire in the nighttime. So I'm going to go over and see if our neighbors are home and see what's going on over there. So you guys saw that fire and that damage, the aftermath. It is ridiculous that somebody would set that fire intentionally, drag all those volunteer firefighters out of their homes, away from their families, to come fight a fire for no reason.
Yeah, and I don't know if you told them, but this is like the 5th time.
No, this happened over and over, and they actually, I don't know if you saw it on the video, they actually put the arson in the police car. So he is off to, had the kids ask him a lot of questions. He's off to jail. They said, well, what's he going to eat? And I said, well, he'll get 3 meals and a spot to sleep, but that's going to be about it probably. But we're thankful that we have those volunteer firefighters. We're thankful that nobody else's property was damaged in the process, and that really nobody else's property has been touched other than a few things on the road here and there.
Yeah, the neighbors have tried to be helpful over the years, but then everyone was starting to get a little worried that things were going to escalate more. And so we're just happy everybody's safe, and hopefully he gets the help he needs, because he truly needs some help.
Yes. So we made our way out here to freezer camp because I needed a little help myself. I need Cassie's help. I need help putting together a shelf that I showed you earlier. Do you know where we can get like 10,000 pounds?
No.
Oh, I don't either. But this shelf
I thought I was supposed to know.
I need to figure out where I can get 10,000 pounds. But this shelf is supposed to hold 10,000 pounds. And
you think all the Highlands will fit in here?
I don't think they all weigh 10,000 pounds. There's only 5 of them. They might weigh 1,200 or maybe 1,000 pounds each. So it's going to hold a lot either way, but I need Cassie's help. So me and her are going to get this shelf together. And this is the first time she's been in freezer camp since I got all the stuff off the floor.
Yes, between basketball, archery, and all the things, I have not been here, and it looks amazing.
So I was joking around, but I think that this could also double as our studio for catching up with the walkers.
Possibly.
And that way we could have a nice sound absorbent on the walls. But now all we need is some shelving. This wall over here. It's a little
So I
dirty.
gotta come in and clean, it looks
Yeah,
like.
I need to wipe that down. That's sawdust when I cut it. But we want
And
to.
I don't know if you've talked about this, but the smell is absolutely gone.
Yes.
When we first had the spray foam sprayed by Justin over at Moore Family Farm, it was strong. We left the door open. It's been a while. Absolutely zero smell now.
And I know some of you saw another YouTube channel called Homesteady that hung a cow the day after his cold room got sprayed, and it ruined the meat. Just completely ruined it. Really bad situation. Well, that's not going to happen here because it's several months since this has been sprayed. All the foam has had a chance to cure out, and it no longer has a smell. So, lift up the box. I wanted to share with you guys kind of how this looks, because when I researched it, this was the absolute best deal I could find on a shelf at Lowe's. At Home Depot, these shelves were close to $300 each, and at Sam's Club, they're about $150. So you get these 4 metal racks, also which would work great for freezer camp. It should at least. Looks like they already have the braces installed, so that's handy.
Cool.
So we got our instructions right up here on the wall. That foam makes a really good little hanger if you got a little screw to put in it, or a big one. And got all our parts laid out. So we're going to see how hard this is to put together. Let you guys know in case you want to pick one up for yourselves. So, a couple of these, one on the back. It looks like it's going to be super easy to assemble. It came with a bunch of these pins to pin up the arms of the shelves together.
I'll do this side.
Yeah.
Said you needed a mallet to push them down in those holes far enough.
Well, so this shelf was super easy. We got those in right here for that first one. And the next thing we're going to do is go through and put our braces in to hold the metal wire. And all you do is drop these little pins in. So we just drop these pins in, put the 4 braces up, and Cassie's bringing in one of our metal grates.
So do you think these go up or down, or doesn't matter?
They'll go down. That way we have a smooth surface, I think. All right, Cassie, you ready to give it the old test?
Oh, jeez.
Stay on the brace. Stay on the brace. Oh, look at that, guys. How much is it holding? Don't say. We don't have to reveal our weight.
150 total.
Well, let's just say that's over 300 pounds, guys. No, really though, that went together, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, easy. As long as you have 10 people, as long as you have 2 people, I give it a 10.
Yeah, if 10's easy.
Yeah, 10's the easy.
I was thinking 10 was hard. I was going to say 2 just because, like, you got to be kind of smart. Not really, though.
Not really. So if 1's easy, then we're going to go with a 1.
Okay.
All right, anyway, you guys get the point. It was super easy, and we're going to finish this up and show you the end result. So the shelf is finished up. We only used 3 of the shelves. We actually have 1 more that we could put up, but I think right now, just so we have plenty of room to get in here and move stuff around, we're just going to use the 3 shelves. But let us know what you guys think. What do you think, Cassie?
Looks awesome. I love the look of them. I love the design, and it's going to hold a ton of stuff. If we cut it up and need to set it over here, we got tubs to set stuff in. Our neighbor has talked about, she owns a local florist or local floral shop, and she has said she needs some more room for flowers for Valentine's Day. Bada bing, bada boom, put your flowers on here.
So I think this is going to work out just great. If you guys are interested in one of these, this is not a sponsored video. We didn't We paid
I mean, if Lowe's wants to sponsor us.
We paid $150 for this at Sam's Club.
I thought it came from Lowe's.
Nope, the Members Mark Official is the brand. So if you guys are interested in one, compared to the ones I shopped for at Lowe's and Home Depot, this was the one.
That's where I got that.
Yeah, compared to the one I shopped for at Lowe's and Home Depot, this one was half of the price. And it's powder coated. This feels like it's good quality. I mean, it's a shelf. How can you really mess that up?
I mean, it's a nice shelf. I would even put it in my house if I needed a shelf like this.
So we want to thank you guys so much for following along. We got a little bit done here at Freezer Camp, a little closer every day to March, and I hope you're looking forward to Okie Homesteading Expo like we are. But the shelf is done. The room is almost done. So thank you guys so much for following along as we got some work done today. We hope that you enjoyed following along.
We hope you guys have a great day. God bless. We love you guys.